You are. Well, greetings from the birthday girls back here. You are with the Oracles and the Angels, Tinamarie and Joan of Angels. It's our birthday celebration. And as part of our birthday celebration, we're sending a lot of love tonight. We're going to dedicate our show to our beloved friend Patricia, who has gone through a serious loss. And we want to just share and uplift with her tonight. And that made me really think that tonight would be a good night. Tina and I discussed it in the back room. But it would be beautiful tonight to honestly honor our wins and our losses from this year. You know, the beginning of 2023, what's it been like for you? What were your wins? What were your losses? Where do we go from now? Because, you know, for Tina and I, it's our birthday, so they say it's a solar return. But because we're both healers and we honor that, part of our healing is also what we do with you guys. So tonight is about wins and losses and, you know, setting the clock to start again, because I do believe we have a golden opportunity. And so our hearts with each and every one of you. Know that we both, we're here because we love you. We can't help ourselves. And thank you for that. That introduction is a birthday present to me. And I'd like to share how that goes. Why is it a birthday present to me? Well, you know, I often say that it's taken me 7 years to step into being Joan of Angels, which is true. Well, now it's almost 8 years. Maybe it is 8 years. I have to add up the numbers, you know, but whatever it is, it was a process. And so it's always a process of stepping up our frequency, refining it one step more, learning a new way or a new tool or a new technique. And so as Oracle, that's what I do. I really look at the energetics and we go, okay, what's the next level of evolution? What's the next level of evolving growth, new ways to heal also. So healing is important, and healing our hearts. And Patricia, we really love you. I want you to know that we're going to pull a miracle card for you in a few minutes, and we just appreciate you. And I'd like everyone in the chat to just lather her with love. I mean, lather her. And if you're not on the same platform she is, guys, we see it. All comments come to us, and then Tinamarie will put them on the screen. So let's see, we accept love tonight. It is our birthdays. Tinamarie is born on the same day as me, March 16th, but we are 10 years apart. Exactly. She made me do the math. So good for us, but we have similar stories. One day, Tinamarie wrote to me and she said, you know, Joan, I wanted to be a chiropractor, you know, at that time, but certain things came in the way. She couldn't do it. And just other things that I've done that she wrote to me and said, oh, I wanted to do that, but it just didn't work in that way. So I did this instead. And I think how interesting, because I call her my sister twin or my soul twin on certain levels, because I'm here in the front, but guys, you don't even know how powerful she is in the back. She just handles all the energy. And I think it renews her spirit as much as ours. So it's our birthday present to you guys tonight to be on the show. So because it's your birthday, my birthday and Tinamarie's birthday, I thought that I'd pull some miracle cards for everyone tonight. And wishing everyone a happy birthday is part of what we do. But I thought we'd start off with a prayer, a blessing, igniting our fire, healing our hearts. And we always begin, we send our roots down to the center of the earth. And, imagine that those roots of yours are golden threads of golden cords. They are just beautiful. Like you didn't even think about them until tonight. And as they start to go down, they go through the first layer, and then they go through rocks and crystals and minerals and soil and water and oil. They go through all sorts of things, and they go kind of register it. And I want you to imagine this time you feel it in your feet. You literally feel those roots going down, and you feel a little tickling as they get down to the center of the earth. And guys, when you're in that center of the earth, I want you to just feel how comfortable and cozy it is. I want you to look around, imagine in your mind's eye that you are sitting, Tinamarie and I are there with you, and you're in these really comfy, cozy chairs, and there is a big fire right there in the center. But it's kind of interesting because even though we're in a circle and the fire's in the center, the fire doesn't seem to interfere with our views of each other. And it is a magnificent view because each of you are in a beautiful chair. If you can see that chair. And again, there you are. Those roots have gone down to the center of the earth. And so now I want you to imagine from the center of the earth, sending your antenna up. And first it has to go up through the earth, right? Through all those layers and layers and layers and get till it gets to the crust and it pops out. And then you feel that antenna feels a little cold because you're out there in the weather, but get that antenna so it goes all the way up to the heavens. Now, my job as Joan of Angels is to help you connect the heavens to the earth and to have you actually have that experience of connecting to the divine, of feeling their presence going through your body, and to begin to spread your wings. Now, why do I care if you spread your wings? It's my birthday. I should go get drunk, right? Tinamarie and I should meet halfway between the East Coast, West Coast. And no, that's not what we do. What do we do on our birthday? We celebrate. We celebrate that not only are we alive, but we celebrate that we have the heart to share with our friends. We have the energy of TLC, the energy of gratitude. So we'll start, and I'm grateful that our friend Christian just showed up. Hello, Christian. Christian, I hope you know that it's our birthdays. It's our birthdays. Tina's going to come out in a cake for us. I'm teasing her. She's laughing. I have my Joan sense of humor. I've always been told I should be a comedian. So sometimes I just get off on a tangent. I can't help it. Okay, so now keep going. Our antennas are up in the heavens. Our roots are in the center of the earth, we can see each other down there. It's kind of comfy, cozy. And what I want you to start to do is really look at these wings of mine, all right? Those wings, I think they're beautiful, by the way. But those wings have given me new hope, new energy, a new sense of well-being. And you saw that introduction I used today. When I listen to that introduction, I'm out of my chair dancing around the room to some of that music because I love that music. And I'm just dancing and I'm celebrating. And then I'm coming and sitting down, and I did a little walk here, but I'm coming and I'm sitting down and I'm feeling into that full energy or power or strength that comes when you're in that divine flow. So today, part of our job today is to help you get into that divine flow as well. Body, mind, and spirit alignment. Is there anyone here who would like to do that? That would be your birthday present to me and Tinamarie. Because you see, when you're aligned, and you're connected, then it sparkles. Oh my God. I have to share the funniest story so you understand. Oh, my darling beloved Alana had another little heartbreak. All right. This dating thing in London is just, has its ups and downs. And this was a little down. And she's so sad. And I don't know what made me happen. When she was a baby, I used to like to kiss her toes. She had the cutest toes. So I said to her, I'm seeing your toes. and I said, I see them all sparkly. And I said, imagine that your toes are there in this great big ocean, and each of your toes has a different color, and it sparkles this energy. And there's going to be a person, a guy, who's actually going to see that sparkle. He might smell it, he might feel it, he might sense it, but it's going to attract them. And the right person at the right time is going to come. So I want to say to you, it's the same thing. Everything we're asking for, which is in our field, is going to come to us as we change the way we ask, and we come from that feeling of presence and not of lack. When we come from that feeling of certainty. So I'm in the mode of teaching presence so we can all feel that presence. And now we can say, Mother, Father, God, angels, divine beings, those who are with us, we ask to be healed. We ask to be surrounded and protected so that we have clarity, we have wisdom, we have healing. We have a connection with our loved ones on the other side. We have ability to sit back and look at the drama that is what we call our life and have clarity. And we go, oh my goodness gracious me, look at that movie that they are acting out over there. If you can step back from your everyday life and step into the magic and imagine that you're sitting here looking at your life as a movie, which is kind of what I'm doing with this, with the wings here and the backdrop. It's kind of like being in a movie. And I'm looking at my life. And as I look at my life, I can look at patterns that have gone on over and over and over again. For example, financial patterns. I don't know if anyone has ever come to you and said, I have a good deal for you. There's a great investment, and this investment is like 3 times the return of anything, and it's like a miracle. And the person who's funding this investment has a heart, and he wants to take care of people, and he wants to take care of the light workers so you can trust them. And anyway, of course, I fell for that one, and I got burned very, very badly. And this year, the opportunity came again last April for another investment like that. And my guard went up because I'd learned my lesson. Many of the lessons that we get are there for us to learn from. And now, so I said no to that one, but I know, and I've been following it, there's been a lot of, they're still waiting. Let's put it that way. And every time I hear that, I go, oh my God, confirmation to listen and trust your intuition. These are the gifts we're sharing on our birthdays, because that's how I get through. I trust my intuition. I learn to follow its guidance. And I teach that for each and every one of you to follow that guidance. We're going to start. And if anyone would like a miracle card, just say me. But before you say the miracle card, I see Laura already said, yes, please. That's pretty funny. Are you intuitive? We're going to pull a miracle card for everyone. You just have to ask for it. But you have to tell me where you're at. So what did I say? Wins and losses. Give us a win, give us a loss. So there's actually an assignment before you get the card. And you might go, oh, how could she do that? Well, the cards are in my hands, right? I've got the deck. I'm the oracle. I'm teasing you, okay? Just so you know, I'm going to make fun of the whole situation, but put it down, put it down. Tinamarie, that's one of her jobs. She's going to look and make sure Regina adds and Laura adds what they need to. Honestly, guys, we need to know your win. And, I don't know, I said losses. I don't necessarily mean losses, but challenges of the year. So we'll just take Patricia first anyway, all right? Just because She deserves it. And we're sending her lots of love and just really a lot of love and healing, Patricia. So we're going to ask right now that your son be placed in the light, that you and your entire family be placed in a bubble of healing protection in a very, very special place where we see holding and crying and tears, but we also see beautiful angels of light that are holding steady and that are there to help heal, to heal. And we ask right now that there be a healing, that there be a freeing and a release. We ask that our hearts be made whole. We ask for clarity on those things that we can't understand. We ask for wisdom on dealing with that which is the unknown and the unseen. And we also know that every person has a time. Like I think I was destined to be born on March 16th, just like Tinamarie was. And we're both 7 of diamonds, which is like the multi-gazillion card or the multi-impoverished card. You can flip on either side, multi-millionaire or multi-impoverished heir, of which I've done both. But there's a plan, there's a soul plan. When Corona, because that's what it was called first, back in 2020 first hit, it was in February before it was announced, and I was on my way to the Conscious Life Expo. But I'm a clairsentient, and I know a lot, so I already knew a lot of things that made me leery about being in the Hilton Hotel at Los Angeles, where lots of travelers come in and lots of Asians and very international. So I was worried. And my dear friend comes over. We're not friends anymore, really, but she came over and she said, Joan, have you forgotten that it's already written when you're going to pass, that it's known, it's your destiny of when you're leaving the planet. There's really nothing that you can do that would interfere with that which is already known. And if you trust the plan, then you trust that you're in right and proper alignment with it. And if you're really meant to die from COVID, okay, well, let it be. But if that's not in your soul energy, that is not going to happen. So that was a pep talk, like a little angel pep talk. But it has stuck with me. It has stuck with me because there's been many trials and tribulations since then. And many people have been passing. Well, you are the only one with your birthday in the way with your year and everything. So you're super special with that. But I know I used to think March 16th. So I understand 16 is the number of royalty, that in past lives, this was royal number. But anyway, so in sharing all of that with you guys, I just want you to get that you have a soul purpose and a soul life and soul contracts. Our babies come in when they want to, and it's part of everyone's soul plan. The parents we have are part of that soul plan. When we come in and when we leave are all part of that. When my son, so I was an older mom and I had my daughter. She was a C-section because she was upside down, breech. And I wanted to just deliver my son the old-fashioned way. And he wanted, I guess his birthday was written down as, I'm trying to remember, February 5th. The doctor told me he'd be born on February 5th. And I wanted him born later. I kind of wanted him to be a Pisces. God, I can't quite remember the story, but I kept doing whatever I could to delay his birth, and then he wasn't coming, so I got in the bathtub, took castor oil to try to get him to come sooner. I think I wanted him to be a Capricorn, not an Aquarian. Anyway, I tried to have him born sooner. I'm getting the story all confused. Forget it. See, the bottom line is I couldn't screw with his destiny, no matter how I tried. He's February 9th. I wanted him to hold out to Pisces. That didn't work. I didn't really want an Aquarian necessarily because it seemed foreign to my nature. I'm a lovey-dove Pisces. That's all I could say in my defense. But in his defense, His soul knew exactly when he wanted to be born, no matter what I would take to get him delivered. He just knew exactly when. And to this day, I'm sure my daughter knew. She's the one who told me that the cord was too short, and sure enough, it was a short cord. So I trust that my kids, I trust that we all know what is for our highest good. We who are the humans here need to understand. It's so complicated. So, there's so many people with eyes to see our departed loved ones as if they're in the room chatting, and there's no difference between the two. But for some of us, it's as if it could be somewhere, God, far, far away, but they're so close. So right now, I want you to gather all of your departed loved ones. Gather your dad, gather your kids. I'm going to gather both my mom and my dad and my grandparents. As a matter of fact, my dogs. Miss my dogs terribly. I'm going to gather my dogs. So guys, let's gather all of our loved ones who are on the other side. And know that they're not really that far. And they like to be acknowledged. They like you to know that they're there. One way that I'll talk to my departed loved ones is I'll sit down and have a cup of coffee, like with my mother or my grandmother or my aunt. My sister does exercises with my aunt. When my sister lays down to do these floor exercises, she says Aunt Pearl comes into her body, and they do that together. So dedicated to our family and loved ones who are on the other side, or who may be suffering from Alzheimer's. They may as well be on the other side. And while we're at it, let's look at all of our family and loved ones who are suffering, period. All kinds of suffering from illnesses, suffering from cancers, suffering from broken hearts, suffering from loss. We might as well, in order for Tinamarie and I to celebrate, we might as well get a complete and whole healing for all. So we celebrate together, breaking free to a new level. How would you guys like that? Now I'm ready to see if there's anyone who answered some of this. So Patricia, my love, we ask right now for you that you understand the divine plan, that you understand the wholeness, that each and every one of us is on a path, that our family, our friends, our children are only here for the time that they are meant to be with us. There's many people here on this chat who lost their parents when they were very young. I was interviewed today by a man who lost his mother when he was 3. I lost my dad when I was 23. People lose, and it's painful for us on earth, but we have to remember that there is actually a wheel of time, and they're not that far. Thank you, my darling ones. Prince, I love Prince. Prince is a true prince. If you needed a prince in your life, Prince could be that Prince Charming. He's also charming, I must say. Very charming. And magical. When I go out for dinner with Prince or I watch him sing, I feel like I'm watching someone who could have a magic wand and move it all about and change energy with his voice, because that's what he does. And each and every one of you has a skill that you use that changes energy. And Patricia, you help so many people. And now it's your time to heal your heart and to go inside and to spend some time planting your own flowers and really just soul work, deep baths, deep soul music. Surround yourself when you can with others who love you in those ways. You're not really to be alone, but you are to be alone. You're to have both aspects of that. Tina, if you want to add something, please do. You can pop on screen. You're also being told that change is in the air, and that after this period of time, you're actually going to have a lot more things happening in your life, which tells me that perhaps energy is being moved for you. You have a new ally. You are being called, Patricia, to really step up, let your heart heal, and understand the big picture of it all and your connections. We say, look at the things that you have learned from this beautiful soul, what you were taught, and how you were able to share your heart. And those are your lessons. So change is happening, and each step will take you closer to your miracle. Each step will help you have more healing, more confidence, again, more self-assuredness about who you are. This is going to actually make you stronger, that you're going to have new energies to give you strength coming through. And so it is. Do you have any questions? If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and then we'll go from there. Thank you, Tina.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Patricia, you have Saint Raphael right now near you. He's comforting you, and he's telling you, because of this, you will become stronger. That's what I'm getting. It was something that I had to tell you tonight. So my heart's with you. Our prayers are with you. So I love all of you. Thank you for everything. I'll talk to you all later.
Tina, before you hop off, do any of your angels have a message for everyone?
That we're all getting together. Our energies are becoming stronger. And the more that we do this, the more we stick together and helping each other, we are going to see a lot more positive changes, is what I'm seeing. And that's
so
what I'm
hearing
and feeling. Because right now I've got 7 angels around me, and right now I'm on fire. So I know that they're here. So love you guys.
Thank you, Tinamarie. Feel free to pop in at any time. See, that's what's going on in the back room, my guys. Just so you know, we have one powerhouse in there who's turning up the light, and we never know how many angels she has. Yes, heaven is your place. I was interviewed today, guys, by this guy, Michael Andre Ford, and I will post the link when it comes up. But he did a test. It was like a test. He did a test. It wasn't supposed to be a test, but that's what I felt like. The last 30 minutes, he was showing me photographs that he has taken of angelic beings. Tinamarie knows who he is. So they appear as energy balls. And he was saying, well, this is Charlotte. This is Mother Mary. This is, I don't know, Ben, whatever names they had. And he was telling me what they would do. And I was supposed to tell him what I felt. And I told him at the end, I said, well, I feel like I'm being tested for not just angel school, but maybe for the next level of initiation, that I'm going through this test to get higher up in the celestial realms. It was pretty funny, but it is what it felt like. And I don't know why I'm saying that. Totally random. All right, who's next? Is there anyone else? And, oh, Patricia, you are very, very loved. And you know, you've been very loved by your animals, and everyone here on the show loves you, and you have learned to love yourself. And this is it. These are what we have to deal with. This is part of life. And I have to say that not everyone is going to go on with us to the next level. You know, as we ascend, others may not. You know, as we move into the 5th dimensions. Not everyone we love may go with us into the 5th dimension. It doesn't mean that's bad. Doesn't mean we're judging it. Doesn't mean we don't love them. It means that we all walk our own soul path. That's why relationships get so weird, when that one partner wants to control the other person's path, or, you know, get in the way of each other. The whole point of relationships, of the divine relationships, is that both of you grow stronger by being together. And that's an art form these days, by not taking over the other's path, but by walking together. Laura, that's very, very beautiful. You've learned self-love and to be gentle, celebrate my growth and how I react to things, and self-mastery. Right, self-mastery. Very, very important to do that, to learn to see the pitfalls before we do it over and over and over again. Like I said, with that investment, I learned with that investment to recognize the signs, like people are breathless when they come to you. This is too good to be true. And there's a feeling about it. And I said, no, and I get confirmation every day that that was the right move. And then I just go, oh my God, I said no to something that was like really pulling me. And that wasn't for my highest good. So know that when you're saying yes to your highest good, all that is on your path will come to you at the right time and the right place. And you are all part of my tribe, and I honor all of you dearly. Tinamarie, is there anyone else I ought to pull a card for? That's put their wins and their challenges in the comments. Wins and challenges, and yes, do a reading. Because it's my solar return and Tinamarie's solar return. Solar return, you get to start all over again with even a brand new chart. I am definitely looking forward to it. All right, well, I could give Tinamarie a reading. She's the only one I see up here. I like to play with you guys, okay? So this is for Tinamarie, and this is true. She talked about the angels that were all around her, and they were big golden angelics. And so we pulled the card Golden Guardians. Faith, confidence, and belief will bring about your miracles, and ask you and you will receive your heart's desire. So as a birthday present from both Tinamarie and myself, I'm sharing her card, ask for the miracles that you want. Ask right now, close your eyes, ask and describe it exactly how you want it. When I said a few days ago that for my birthday, I wanted a trip to Sedona, I also said I wanted it under Thunder Mountain. I wanted it to be kind of luxurious house. I wanted it to be for at least 3 weeks. I stated it, because anything less, it never feels, you get something that you asked for, but then it's not the whole deal. And that's disappointing. I don't want to disappoint us. Okay, so ask for what you want, Tinamarie. Feel free to put it in the comments so we can show it to everyone. What does Tinamarie want for her birthday? What does Tinamarie? You put your win up there. Okay, so we will find it. We'll go scooting up there and looking. Well, then put it up there again, sweetheart, so that we don't have to go through it, because there are a lot of wonderful comments like happy birthday with all the love in the entire heavens, Patricia Barnes. So if you put them up there again, just copy paste and you can put it up there again. That would make a difference. All right. I just want you all to know that I'm enjoying being with all of you tonight. The birthday is actually on Thursday. And on Friday, I am speaking at a conference in Sedona. My wishes and dreams are coming true. We're doing this because we want your wishes and dreams to come true too. Jonathan, I'll give you a card reading, but we want you to put one win from this year. And then one challenge. I know it's a stepping stone, just a stepping stone, guys. One win and one challenge. And then I'll pull a card for you. I should have all these, everyone should be asking for this reading. I don't know. Maybe I'll pull a card for myself. Okay. This year, what was my big win? Oh my God, of course. Working with Neil on Portal to Ascension and traveling around the world. Taking a tour to Egypt. What is wrong with me? I moved out of my house, scary as it is, and 7 months later, I'm sitting here. If I forget where I am, I'm still on this adventure. And it is an adventure, even though I'm nervous about it. So yeah, that was my win. And sometimes it's my challenge. Sometimes it really is a challenge. I stayed in one place for 7 years. I didn't have people come visit me. Okay, we're going to see what the guides have to say to me. Oh my God. And I meet so many people. I never have time alone. It's the weirdest thing, a new life. And I just love all the people I'm meeting. Oh, well, you know how Tinamarie had the golden guardians? And it said her guardians were with her. I don't know what I did with that card, but I pulled the guardian angel card. That means that we have everyone here tonight. We are always with you, showing you the way. You are protected. What are your wins and a challenge? A win, a challenge, a win, a challenge, a win, a challenge. It's kind of like a child song, a little nursery rhyme. What are your wins? What are your challenges? What would you like to see more of? What would you like to see more of? And back in 2020, the guides had to remind me that I came here to come out of the closet and that I wasn't doing my work if I stayed in the closet. I guess that makes sense, right? You guys weren't in the closet with me. And they said I had to come out if I wanted to continue as Joan of Angels. Thus, one of my wins is coming out of the closet. I have a whole list of wins. Now, don't get me wrong, I have a lot of challenges too. But tonight, I guess I do want to celebrate the wins because, it always helps. Okay, so does anyone have a win? A win is something good that happened, Jonathan. Clearing my limiting beliefs. Okay, see, that is a win. Letting go of limiting beliefs, which is a win, and it actually is probably also a challenge. She got one that was both. And that's the truth. Our wins and our challenges can be the same. Good. So we'll pull a card for you, Regina, about removing and clearing your limiting beliefs. And I think it's pretty interesting. This is one of my miracle cards. And in the corner right here is a little UFO. You can't see it on this card, but there's a ship over there sending down a lot of energy, which is why she was called the Red Fire Goddess. And what she does is she lights up you. She lights up the inner you, brings peace and serenity and a certain fire, which is what? Determination. It could be silent fire and passion, but it moves you forward. It drives you in a very peaceful and beautiful way. And she says, I move forward with grace and ease. So Regina, as you continue to clear your limiting beliefs, repeat this affirmation. I move forward with grace and ease. I move forward with grace and ease. Inner beauty and serenity are yours as well. I move forward with grace and in ease. More people to connect, which is a winner lately. More people to connect. Well, and that's very, very interesting, Jonathan. I hope you know John means gift of God. God was gracious. So within you, there is that desire and that kind of coming from that place of being gracious. But to connect and walk around more people is a good thing. The energies are changing. However, also to honor that empath or that inner you that doesn't actually need to be with people all the time, both. So we can be alone. Like I was alone for 7 years. Now I'm traveling. and I'm staying with friends or traveling with friends or working with friends, doing conferences with friends. It's crazy. It's interesting. Let's scratch that word, crazy. It's interesting. We're going to pull a card for you, a different card. And this card we're going to pull, we'll see what your guides have to say. Jonathan Doyle. Put where you're from. Can you let us know where you're from, love? Put it in the comments. And good. More people to connect with. You know, guys, I love doing readings for people. And, oh, well, here's an interesting thing. I've been alone for 3 years until recently. And the card that we pulled is called Restore and Replenish. It's a beautiful woman. She's kind of like naked. I don't know. It could actually be a man or a woman. I can't see. Curled up. And the card says Restore and Replenish, meaning curl up in a ball, natal, fetal position, and heal yourself a bit. And I think it's kind of interesting. Restore because you were alone, and replenish because you were alone. But also it's in process of happening. New love, new friends, new energy brings in that restoration and that replenishment. So that's the stage that you're in right now. We'd say you're in that stage of restoration and replenishment. That's a really good place to be. That gives you much happiness as you start to expand your field, your relationships, and your energy field. I hope that helps, Jonathan. I hope you like that, and that helps. Emily Dye would like a card. Biggest challenge is my health. After completing changing my life by moving across country to a whole new life. Best thing she ever did. Yes, so Emily's the one I tell you about. I met her so many years ago. We're not going to say how many years ago. She was actually my first patient as a chiropractor, my very first. Her and her husband practically, maybe my second. I just getting my license and I was a newbie. And that is when I met Emily. Hold the Emily's card back up for a second. I don't want to get anyone else's energy up in there. I feel like it's in your lungs, honey. And I feel like hot baths with certain herbs, essential oils would really be a blessing for you. Even Epsom salt and sea salt. Doesn't have to be expensive things to put in there, but your body needs a certain amount of detoxification. Apple cider vinegar and honey also helps with detoxification. Guys, is there anyone else here who has issues in their lungs or a little bit of health problems? Because I think what we're going to do is just do some energy of pulling out anything that doesn't belong in our heart and our lungs. So let's just do that for everyone, because many people have a little bit of energy there. And let's just pull out anything that could settle in any area. Hot baths are perfect for that, though. Lighting candles, putting on some music, maybe meditation music from YouTube that does healing of your chakras. Phi Tribe, PHI, we always love Phi Tribe. That's our friend, Ford. Okay. You probably feel this, Emily. And by the way, your guides are so proud of you, leaving where you had been for so many years and taking a chance and taking a risk. That's a huge, brave thing for you to have done. And guess what the card says? Every journey begins with a single step. And as a journey of transformation, first, Emily had to make the decision, which meant breaking free of years and years and years of being stuck. First, she had to make that decision. She'd rather go into the uncertainty of the unknown than stay stuck. Then came the logistics, which were not easy either, overcoming the logistics. Then people who said, why are you doing it? Overcoming that. And then finally getting her whole life down into one car so she can move across country with her cat by herself. That does take a new mindset. Now, take a few hot baths over the next few days as you start to release any sadness too, because lungs also represent sorrow and they represent a certain amount of grieving. But know that every journey starts with a single step. What a great confirmation, Em, about your whole trip getting within a few hundred miles of Tinamarie. And the second part of your story, Emily, is that the card says the word wants to be written. Well, that tells me that your story still has more to be written, that maybe there's some new adventures for you, or new relationships that will come in, or new, like your art coming out in the world, and a new story is about to be written. And that's for all of you beautiful ones, blessed by the best included. You have a new story waiting to be written. We all have a new story waiting to be written. The best way to write it is to, play with us, get your wings fluffed. Always helps to get your wings fluffed. And then you sit there and you learn how to step back and see your world. And then you can make changes in it just from there. You want to feel good, Emily. Sit in your beautiful seat, pick a seat in your house, and designate something as your magic wand or as your paintbrush, and say, I'm going to paint in myself as feeling vital and healthy and restored. I'm going to paint in this picture as having maybe a partner in here. I'm going to paint this picture as having more than enough prosperity all around me, people, places, and things, and things to keep me occupied, a new lease in life, painted into a new canvas. That's how we create the magic we need. Your story and everyone else here on this show, your stories need to be written. They want to be written. So go write them. I can't write your story. There's just no way I could write your story as much as I would like to write your story. I can't. And I wouldn't write it properly because it's your story. Anyone else going to get a reading, Tinamarie? Did I see anyone else? Kathy Miller, me. I have a hard time when I walk upstairs. Yes, I can see that. I can see that your knees aren't happy. That what they're telling me is that it has to do, of course, with your willingness to move forward in your life. Because it's not just, it's the reason for why it's so hard walking upstairs has to do with your knees and your hips. What they're showing me, well, there's several things. There needs to be a balance in energy. There needs to be a balancing out of your food, like small, simple meals more often, more frequent, so your energy shifts a bit. And they would like to see you. All right. They would like you to start by envisioning yourself on a treadmill. Oh, well, no, they actually have a better vision for me, love. All right, here's your new vision. When you do have to walk upstairs or practice when you go to bed at night, see yourself walking up these stairs. Now, these stairs, though, are white marble stairs. These are the stairways to heaven. There's a beautiful railing with you, a couple of angelic companions, and feel yourself walking up those stairs with grace and ease. It's really comfortable, no pain. You're walking up to the heavenly pearly gates to see your friends. And the next time you're walking upstairs in your physical life, start to imagine that as well. We're starting an energy releasing for you, and you're going to let us know when you experience next time. But start by imagining Now you're walking up these heavenly celestial stairs. Something about that will give you a brand new energy about it. And so it is. Okay, we're complete. Who's next? Who's next? Okay, you know what? You want to hear something funny, Tina? Is that I was looking at Laura too, thinking, well, if Tinamarie doesn't pick someone soon, I think I'll pick Laura. That tells you guys we're on the same wavelength. Okay, today is the 13th. Our birthday's in 3 days. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Think about it, Tinamarie. I'm going to read for Laura. Self-belief. And when Kathy, we get to see you in April. Thank you very much. I love that you're going to be with us in San Diego at Portal to Ascension. Up, 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 up. So this is kind of an interesting card. I'll give you a backstory, Laura. What was that? Self-belief and win. So believing in yourself, changing our attitudes about ourselves is definitely a win. And the card that I pulled is She Feels and She Knows. Very sensitive card. It's a 22, which is ancient history, which is the past and the present coming together. Past lives, the situation is past lives, present life, future lives. So no, she feels, she knows. She feels, she knows. She knows who she is. I know who I am. I trust who I am. I know who I am. Now, guys, you all know, right, when I do these affirmations, they're for every single one of you, not just for the person I'm reading for, because there's a field that we have created. I'm going to take one more. So pick one more person, one more person, one more person. So we're reading for Robin. We can read for Robin because she wished us a happy birthday from Mississippi. Okay, now for Robin. Something about birds, even though it's your name. The perfection of your life. See that rainbow that's there? Tinamarie often sends me rainbows, pictures of rainbows. Come on. They can't see it. There, rainbow, right there. This rainbow, what they're telling us is the perfection of your life. It's like a rainbow around you, like being in the fifth dimension, like being in a new level of consciousness. So it is time for you to see the perfection of your life as opposed to the misery. And believe me, guys, I'm really one to see the misery. I have a trip planned with Neil. We go from London to Washington, D.C., and then back to London again, all within about 4 days. And then we take a trip to Egypt and we take a tour, and I'm freaking. I repeat it over and over and over again. But that's not the way to do it. All right. This is your time now to start to move forward, to start to trust it, to start. And also for you, pulling the card, the word wants to be written. So your stories also want to be written. All right, guys, that's a good way to sort of start to wrap up. Your stories want to be written. They want to have a good ending, right? I don't know about you, but I want a good, happy ending with my stories. So we definitely want to have the good, happy endings. We want to tell and write the stories. Guys, it is so much fun to spend my birthday with you. It's a few days early. I'm going to add Tinamarie up here for a minute just so she can share a little something there. Are you going to do anything special on your birthday?
No, not really. No.
I'm going to do. You're going to work? Okay.
Yeah, the kids already have something planned, so Lord only knows.
Oh, so the students will have a birthday party for you. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Well, I already overheard some of their comments, so yeah, they have something planned.
Okay, so Tinamarie teaches by day, and she is the angel in the back room by night, and they're going to give her a birthday party. I think that's wonderful. Sweet. And for me, my on my birthday, I drive up to Phoenix Wednesday, then to Sedona Thursday, and I set up my booth for the weekend. And then I think someone's having a party for me. I don't
Nice.
really need to know. I'm just going to trust that there's going to be a party for Joan in Sedona. I like that idea. That's part of this grand adventure. I'm supposed to be moving around and connecting with new people, just like Jonathan, connecting, getting my confidence up, coming out of the closet. Guys, I know all of you love me, and you can help us out by subscribing and sharing this out with your friends and family and liking it, and then putting your comments in the comments section, especially on YouTube, to go down to the comments after the show is over so we get noticed in the algorithms. And the more we grow, the more angels and the higher the vibration and the easier it gets for healing the people of Earth. All right.
Joan, how about Sundays with your power hour where we can
Oh,
actually share personal stories behind the scenes?
I don't know how I forgot that. Can you put it in the comments also, Tinamarie, so they
Yep.
can click it? 8 a.m. Pacific time every Sunday. We do the Joan of Angels Power Hour. Tinamarie is in the house. She helps out in the back and in the chat. But the way I envision the show is that it is a show where you can, it's not really a show, it's a group. You can share your thoughts, your concerns, or whatever the topic might be of the day, but it is really a chance for community, heart sharing, more confidence, getting feedback. Several of you will get feedback, like little mini readings to help fluff your wings. We'll fluff everyone's wings to begin with. So hands-on with Joan. Is that what you'd say, Tina?
Yep. Then we can just talk about our own little personal journeys with one another as well.
And you've been in a group with me, haven't you?
Yes, I have. And the groups are awesome when we get to see each other face to face. We get to intertalk with everybody, go through our own personal journeys, and it just kind of opens everything up more, and it brings in the light from above. It brings the angels closer with us.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that. So, guys, you've heard it from Tinamarie, and she's directly connected to the angels. Happy birthday, Tinamarie. We love you. Happy birthday to all of you guys, no matter when your birthday is. And know that you're loved, honored, and cherished by all of us and by your guides and angels. And we appreciate you being with us. We appreciate, if you're new to me, go to joanofangels.com and get that free ebook. If you're near Sedona, come to the conference this weekend. Other than that, we'll see you soon. We'll see you for Miracle Monday. We love you very much. Have a great day.